Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's session. I think we'll start the webinar. If somebody is joining in, we can give them a brief later. So, as you all know, this webinar is done for the Green Mobility Corridor, Hubballi-Dharwad Smart City. I would like to give a small brief about the project, how the project came into HDSCL, and then we can go into the webinar. So there was a competition held by Cities Challenge. There were 100 smart cities that competed with their innovative project concepts, which there were 15 projects that were selected, and Unkal Nala Green Mobility Corridor was one amongst them. So I think we can go to the project brief part, which will be done by our DGM. So I'll give you a small introduction about today's presenters. There is Vidya Mohan Kumar, urban designer, architect, and domestic expert of Green Mobility Corridor project. Chan Basavaraj, DGM HDSCL, project in charge for cities Green Mobility Corridor. Vanishri, environmental and social nodal officer. The project brief will be given by DGM.
Shall I start, Suma?
Yes, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Basically, this program was selected under open space category. There are 4 categories in the initial stage. So we are selected under in open space category. So next slide. These are the 4 categories which were there in the beginning. So we are selected under public open space category. Next. So total cost of the project is 150 crore. In that, 80 crore will be sponsored by the city's grant, and the rest of the 50 crore will be from the SPV. There are initially, before this project, we had an enormous discussion with all the stakeholders, like who are residing beside the Nala, where is our project area, and also all the local representatives. After that, we went to NIUA with the help of mentors, both the mentors. We have 2 mentors for this project. One is domestic mentor, Ms. Vidya ma'am, and also there is one international mentor, Mr. Amit. So under the guidance of both of them, we are working for this project. So if you can see about the background, the previous slide. The project, total length of the project is around 9.5 kilometers. We are doing it phase wise. So initial stretch will be around 640, which we are executing now. So another 5 kilometers, it's under the DPR. In another couple of weeks, we'll be floating the tender for that work. And the rest of the things will be done once based on the fund availability. So basically, this concept was, started long back. After when the cities program was launched, we participated in that program, and we got selected in this open space category. So there are 54 acres is the total length of the project, and it will be beneficiary of 2 lakh population. So present condition of the Nala is fully dilapidated, and there is no proper connection of sewer lines, and also there is no mobility in that. So it crisscrosses the center of the city. So if you develop this entire area, it will be connecting, it will act as a connecting to the other areas of the cities. So there are, as I explained initially, there is total 9.5 kilometers of length. So it varies, length of the Nala varies from 6 to 30 meters. So total covering of this entire area is around part watts will come, not entire watts, like part watts of this it will come. Next. Like basically the vision of this project is we need to construct an NMT corridor, that is non-motorized transport system across this Nala. So once if we develop this as an NMT corridor, there will be a lot of activity will take place. For example, we will be creating a green space, and we are putting some open gyms, amphitheaters, and rain shelters. And also we are developing some of the bridges. So once if we develop this as a NMT corridor, it will improve the living condition of the people also who are residing presently beside the Nala, and also it will boost the economy of Hubli also. So next. as I explained initially, the goal of this project is the development of entire Nala, and we are providing the Gabion wall and retaining wall wherever necessary. And these walls will act as a sewer passage channels. So presently there is no proper channel in the Nala. So once if you develop this entire stretch, it will be act as one of the beautiful place in Hubli. And also, as I explained this, we got it as a green mobility corridor. So there will be a lot of landscape, development will take place. And also connect crisscross, as I explained initially, that connection of the two roads. As you can see in the drawing, the Nala crisscrosses the center of the Nala, center of the city. So it connects both the side, like the left side also and the right side also. And as I explained earlier, we have taken the lot of measures in the design. Example, flood control measures. We have kept an team for this, like all these mobility. Doing this mobility corridor, we have considered all the aspects on the design aspect as well as the open space aspect, and we considered all our elected representative and the stakeholders. Thought about this project. Next. The need of the project is presently there is inaccessible public space and the environmental degradation and the water which is flowing in the Nala, that is fully polluted. For example, there is no sewer treatment plants are there presently in the Nala. So we are putting some sewer plant wherever necessary, and after treating, that water will be let into the Nala. So it will act as clean water. So there will not be any harm to the people who are residing. Presently, there is fully dilapidated condition. It's not easily livable condition is there. So that we are developing, and the lack of infrastructure facilities there, we are providing it as a mobility corridor. Cycle track will come, and also we'll provide Gabion walls and retaining walls. There will be proper channel. So landscape will also developing in this part of the project. Next. So main object is one is the NMT corridor and beautification of the Nala and proper drainage channel and potential areas for the ecosystem to give proper justification and create decentralized system of stormwater. Presently, there is no stormwater facility across this Nala. If you once this problem is addressed, there will not be any flooding issues across the Nala. So that part we are taking care in this project. Next. So once after development, these are the project components, like one is bicycle and walking track, and the children play area will be there, and public amenity center is there, and landscape we are also developing, and the open gym is also part of the project. And we are providing around 6 to 8 public bicycle station, so that if one person can take a bicycle from one place and he can drop. And also footover bridges, we are constructing footover bridges also in this project. Next. This is the brief of this project, like as I explained earlier. Next. And these are the components, previous slide one. These are the project components, like 24 number of rain shelter will be there. And as I said, 6 number of public bicycle sharing will be there. And 4 integrated amenity centers will be there. That contains outdoor gym will be there. Children play area is there. Amphitheater is there. Yoga space is there. Like all the amenity centers are developing in this project area. Next. These are already explained. Next. So once if you do this project, like as I said earlier, like quality of living will increase and standard also, like economy will also boost. So there will be safe and easy environment for the public also, so that any there will be safety for everyone. And that's it. Next. The participatory approach, the one of the big, good concept in our cities program, like we are addressing all the concerned authorities problem. For example, we are taking input from all the stakeholders, like who are residing the Nalas, and there are some SHCs are there, and citizens are there, and all the elected representatives, like local bodies and government bodies. We are taking input from them. Like based on that, we are designing the DPR. So it is not like only some of the people are designing it. Like we are addressing all the issues from the point of sewerage to the NMT corridor. So we are addressing all all the issues regarding the whatever the problems presently are there in the Nala. Next. And regarding this competition, Vidya ma'am will explain. Ma'am.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So thank you, Basaraj, for that introduction to the project. I'd like to talk about the competition itself. Of course, the webinar today is focused on the competition that we've launched. When Basaraj spoke, he mentioned that the participatory planning aspect is a very important part of the city's project. It is one of the core values, apart from the other values of innovation, integration, and sustainability. So given that this is the context, and last year with the pandemic, we found it very difficult to conduct all the various activities that we had planned for engagement with the general public. And as a way to compensate for that, we're trying to figure out what else we can do. As we were trying to figure out what else we can do to have the citizens of Hubli participate more actively in our project, we came up with this idea to have an open ideas competition to design an iconic urban gateway for this project. So we've heard about the core aspects of the Green Mobility Corridor project, why it was conceptualized, what it can do, what are all the benefits, and what are all the components that it will have. Uh, and apart from that, we thought that it would be nice to have an iconic urban gateway, like an entry point. This is a beautiful infrastructure that is going to be built across the entire city, starting from the Unka Lake all the way to Gabur. And that means it covers the entire length of the city from north to south. And we felt that what could be a fitting gateway element, something that gives identity to Hooghly city, and also is becomes a sense of ownership and pride to the citizens of Hooghly. So this is Vani, the next slide. So this is the whole idea behind this competition, is to reimagine an urban element, and it becomes a sort of a major city level landmark. The project itself will be a city level landmark, and for this project to mark the entry point to the project, we wanted to have one very iconic element for it. Next slide. So, what is a gateway? I mean, what we were as we were thinking about it, we wanted to put down these points here so that it gets people thinking about it as you're letting the ideas flow. It's very simply, it's an entrance, it's a gathering place, and a gateway can frame a vision, like it can frame the entire project itself. It can become a transition between different spaces. It can, be very distinct, but also reflect the local identity. It can, create an element of suspense for the space within the Nala they can look forward to by the design of the gateway itself. It can also create legibility, and this is when we say legibility, not just for the surrounding, but also for the city itself. So many things a gateway can do depending on how it is designed. Next slide. So keeping all of this in mind, the challenge that we've come up with is to, for all of you people who are participating, is that we would like at this point the place between the Gokul Road Bridge and sorry, Basaraj, the bridge number 9 is, what's the name of the bridge? The
High Court Bridge.
High Court Bridge. It's the High Court Bridge, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the crossing point in front of the High Court and the Gokul Road crossing point. This is the chosen project site area. We're not telling you where exactly the gateway has to be placed. It can be placed anywhere between these two bridges. That is entirely up to the participants' discretion. But this is where we would like to have it. And there's a reason for that. And that's because there are several other amenities that are planned between Bridge 9, between the High Court and Gokul Road. And these include a butterfly park, an outdoor gym, and meditation points, public bike sharing system, pickup points, and several other amenities. Also, Gokul Road being a very, very important arterial road in the city, we wanted to, keep that as a place where, an entry point could be defined. So This is the sort of extended project site and the context that we're setting for this challenge. Next slide. So what you have to do as participants for this competition is to identify an exact location for the element. And of course, all of this could depend on the kind of the element that you are designing as well. The element itself should impart a very strong sense of legibility with a local identity. We are looking for sustainable and innovative design solutions, and how you want to reflect that in the design will be evaluated as well. Mainly, we want to integrate with the project principles and the site context. The reason why Basavaraj gave us an introduction to the project is so you are aware of what the whole project is about, how it came to be, what this project will be doing for the city, and how you are going to situate your project within this context. That is very important, and that's what we wanted. That's one of the things that we will definitely be looking for in all of the entries that we receive. As far as regulations go, we would like that the height of the proposed gateway does not exceed 10 meters. So you can work with that as well. Next slide. There are certain eligibility requirements for the competition. Again, because of the very reason why we've introduced this is that we would like this to come from the residents of Hubli, people who are here, who will be using this infrastructure once it is built as well. So we're looking for teams with a maximum of 3 members. And at least one person on the team must fulfill one of the following criteria, which is that either they're a local resident for the last 5 years, they should have attained a professional degree from an educational institute in Hubli, they should be practicing professional living in the city for at least 2 years, or they can be a student who is currently pursuing a degree in a college in the city. So these are main eligibility requirements, and these are listed in our brief, in our competition brief as well. You will find the competition brief on the Hubli Smart City website as well. So please refer to this and make sure that you have you're adhering to all of these eligibility requirements before you register. Next slide. Now, in terms of the timeline, the competition was open on October 2nd. The last date for registrations is 15th October, and until 15th October, we are also open to receiving queries. Any clarifications will be responded to, will be collated and responded to on an FAQ section in our website. The closing date for entries is 20th October, and we will have a jury panel at the end of October, and we plan to announce the 3 winning entries on 1st November. It's a tight timeline, but it's a very conceptual competition as well. We're not looking for too much detail in it. The ideas are what we're looking for. So what you have to do in terms of submission is we're looking for 2 A2 sheets which talk about the project idea. The same A2 sheets need to be converted into JPEGs and sent to us, and this is for uploading onto the website. And a 500-word summary of the proposal with the title of your project needs to accompany your submission. In terms of detail, it is the ideas that what we're looking for, because the winning entries, the ideas of the winning entry will be taken forward by our design team. The project is currently under construction stage, so in order to refine them and make it feasible for up to a good for construction stage, that work will be undertaken by the Hubli Dharwad Smart City team. It would be advisable that you focus on the idea and what that sort of conveys in terms of its physical form manifestation itself. Next slide. So in terms of what we are looking for, as I mentioned earlier, we're looking for an understanding of the site context and how it fits with the Green Mobility Corridor project. The solution must capture the identity of the city. and it must include innovative, sustainable solutions, because these all fall in line with the city's project itself. And of course, I think it's important to say that the project has to be financially feasible as well. We can't. There is a budget. I think that budget amount was also mentioned, and this budget is for the entire corridor. So we cannot have a gateway element that is equal to the cost of the entire project itself. So in that sense, it needs to be financially viable as well. Next slide. Again, we're open for queries, and you can email us. This webinar will also be recorded and uploaded on the Smart City website. But any queries can be directed to this email address, gmc.hdacl@gmail.com. And please write FAQ in the subject line. Your queries will be answered either directly or collated and answered on the website itself. That's all from me. Yeah.
If anyone has any questions, you can type in. Ma'am, we have a couple of questions. Can we take the questions?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. So if anybody has any questions, you can type in at the chat box and we'll answer those. So Abhinav Karanavar is asking, are there any elements in the gateway, for example, the ticket counters, thermal screening, or it's left to us to decide upon it?
No, I think you can show us if there is a possibility to accommodate it. We are still not at that stage where we're deciding exactly what is going on there. Like the broad components are there, and those have been shown to you in the presentation itself. You're free to show us if these can be accommodated in your design itself.
So Urisha Shetty is asking, what is the width of the gate to be designed?
There's no gate to be designed, Urmisha. It's a gateway element. Please don't think of it as a gate. The maximum height for the element is 10 meters as specified.
So Rajdeep is asking, should there be separate lane for cycling track or walking?
The cycling track and the walking paths are part of the design of the corridor itself. So you need to be aware of it, and you'll see it in the project site and the drawings that will be sent to you when you register. They're there. You don't have to do anything about these infrastructure.
Yeah, so to add to that, once you register for the competition, you will be sent with all the materials, plans, drawings with respect to the competition element. So you can find the mentioned elements in that. So once you register, only then you can find those. And you can go to www.hubballi-dharwad-smartcity.com for any queries. The whole design brief is over there. The project brief is over there. You can go through that. And if there are any questions, as Matt has mentioned, you can just leave it to us at FAQ. We'll get back to you there. If there are any questions, we'll wait for another 2 minutes and we can answer that.
There is a question from Avinash Rao.
At the chat box, there is a link for our website. You can access that. Vani, you can read the question. I can't see that.
Okay. Next question is from Avinash Rao. Can architects from Dharwad participate?
They can.
Yes.
And also, ma'am, to add to that point, ma'am, like regarding the width, you can consider whatever, ma'am, like it varies from 15 to 20 meter or 5 meter or 6 meter. Like basically, if you ask us, like width should be around, like, it should not be restriction for you. Like based on the width, we can squeeze that width. So basically, if you can consider around 10 to 20 meter, it's fine, like width of this gateway.
If there are any questions, you can type in at the chat box. If there are any, Bani, are there any questions that you can?
No, there are no questions, but we can wait for some 5 more minutes, 5 to 10 minutes.
If there are no more questions, I would like to conclude by saying to all architects, designers out there, a very happy World Architects Day today. And we want to see a lot of people participating in this competition. We want to see citizens of Hubballi Dharwad designing a design element for a green mobility corridor. We want to address it as local design. So please do go through the brief. Please do go through the details of the project on our website. Get back to us if there are any questions, queries. We'll answer to you, I think, by 24 hours. And please do register. Registration is mandatory. So is there anything that you want to add?
Anything else, ma'am, like you want to say?
Oh, I'm good. I just want to wish all the participants all the very best.
Yeah, all the very best to everybody who is participating. Thank you so much for joining us today. We want to see most of you at the competition. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all.